right, this is Off the Record with the Phase 3 Films.
Episode 4.
Yes, episode 4. And it's the end of the... Oh, yes. Let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm Sam.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Oscar.
There you go.
Welcome to our 2025 yearly recap.
Yes.
As you can see, I have constructed this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful whiteboard. Everyone applause. Yay.
Let's add the fake...
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
that scared me.
Hold on. Oh, go for it.
Also, we do have our producer, Vince, on mic. So if it's a phantom voice, that's
What's up?
him.
What's up, Vince?
Yes, he's the voice of God right now.
Howdy.
So yeah, basically, I have written out every major event that Phase 3 did during the year of 2025, whether it was filming or cool mixers or cool events that we went to. I wrote it up on here, and we're going to talk about it a little bit because podcasts are for talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And visuals help a lot.
And we have a lot to talk about with a lot
Yes,
of
we
these
do.
because a lot of them came with their own struggles, their own accomplishments, of course, because everyone did so great on every one of them. And they're new things that we've all done. Some of them were, even though I feel like we did kind of take a small break in these timelines this time. Like, it's not like the first year that we did where we did like 20 films in a whole semester. Probably more, I think.
Yeesh.
Yeah, and it was a short film each semester.
You know, if we did the podcast in 23, that we would need 3 whiteboards.
Oh Jesus, we would need that. Would probably need about like 4 podcasts to cover this. It was a short film each week, along with shooting a feature film for our cinema production class. So that was quite a lot. And now we've learned to take breaks. We've learned to calm ourselves down, and that's why we made timelines, and that's why all that happens.
Meanwhile, I was worrying about my history test at that point in my senior year of high school.
Yes, we're old. She's not.
And I like to remind everyone of that.
She does. Yeah.
Yes. Anywho.
Yeah.
January.
January.
Yes.
Dreamer. I was not there, so
Yes.
take it away, guys.
Dreamer, the dreamer of dreams, the production that started the year, you know.
Started the what?
Started the year.
I thought you said the here. I'm like, what's the here?
The here. Let the shining.
Okay. This one was written and directed by Havo, our friend. I'm gonna be bad at this because my accent is bad with any kind of Spanish
full
words.
name. Right.
Juan Javier Aguirre,
Juan Javier Aguirre.
Yeah, Aguirre.
I think that's how you say it.
aka Havo.
That is correct.
He wrote and directed it. Yes, that is correct. Thank you, the honorary Mexican over there.
Thank you, Phantom Voice.
He wrote and directed it. He got a grant from
The Mexican American Cultural Foundation, Educational Foundation.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Voice.
Yes, he knows because he was the producer of it. He was very heavily involved in it, which he did amazing with it. We ended up staying at an Airbnb and filming that entire weekend with it, which we have done before with Zach with his Indiana Jones inspired film. And that one was quite different because it was freezing that night.
Oh, yeah.
It was absolutely freezing. I think
Below 40.
I had a thermal on underneath, and my I call them my production pants because they got a crap ton of pockets.
Yeah.
And I had a huge jacket on too, and I still had to get a jacket from Vince. It was freezing.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
You've been there during 115-degree weather and close to, I'd say, 40-degree weather.
Yes.
Preference?
Always cold. I hate heat. I can cover up with cold whenever it gets cold. Get me to the point where my lips are blue. I don't care. I love the cold. I do. It was freaking hot for Zach's, but it's funny is that Zach's had many, many weathers. And because Vince decides to manifest these things a lot of the time. And so he said during pre-production of it, or working it out, he said, well, what if it rains? What if it hails? What if this happens? Guess what? We ended up with hail. We ended up with a tornado. There was a fire, I think. Any kind of weather that could have been involved in this thing, it happened. And we said, Vince, how about you just stop talking? don't
Just
say
to say,
anymore.
what if there's raining millions of dollars? Then let's
Yeah,
have that.
why don't you say that? How about we manifest that? Yes, let's manifest that. But yes, that was a very fun production. Both of them were.
Yeah.
Jewel the Dead and Dreamer. But Dreamer, yes, that one, it was very much focused very differently this time because Havo's very known for very dark material.
Very dark.
Sometimes controversial. People, there gets people a little uneasy. Like Hey Ali was very much focused on child molestation, of course, and a lot of the stuff that he writes is somewhat kind of on abuse, especially domestic violence, with To Happen to Hold. This one was based on a family separated, right? Family separated, a Mexican family separated at the border, trying to make it across to make their American dream happen.
Yeah.
And it was just a beautiful story of how things got connected towards the end of it because it shows both sides of it. I from what I see on that, when I read on the script the first time, it shows both sides of that world of the people crossing and the people in control of the crossing of it. What they always say, la mira, kind of like
La migra.
Yeah, la mira, and trying to catch them at the border kind of thing, and the dangers of all that happening. And I just think he really hit the mark on not making it controversial, just making it very evenly, like you're not offending anyone. It's just a beautiful story of a little girl trying to make it because she ends up having some misfortunes along the way and some tragedies happen to her. So it was just a very beautiful story.
Yeah, it was one of my most favorite productions because that was like one of the moments where Phase 3 living in a house together for 3 days. That was very fun. We've never really had it was like a sleepover.
It was, yeah.
And we never had that before. I mean, you guys were there for Jewel of the Dead, but
Right.
it was like a mixture of other crew members and different, but including also Phase 3 members. But then this one had every Phase 3 member.
Not every face.
Well,
member.
yeah, I know. We wish we were there.
It's just
Sarah,
like, how
but-
dare you?
no, we wish Sarah was there. What were you doing around that time, Sarah?
In January,
Yes.
I was doing some animation for a school project, and then school, and then I was preparing for the 48 hour that I led in February,
Right.
which
That's right.
was my thing.
Yes.
Thank you. But that is February, and had not a lot to do with Phase 3. All I got was, good luck. We hope you do well. Send us updates, and then some applause. But I did that one entirely on my own, so we're not talking about that.
She said, whatever. I don't need you guys. You did.
But going back to Dreamer, like there was a lot of favorite moments besides, because we're talking about the story, but going behind the scenes. Oh wow,
That was really funny.
Yes.
going behind the scenes. I was a lot of my focus was doing BTS for those 3 days.
Yeah.
But if you look at my folder in my hard drive, and you look at day 1, there's barely any BTS because
There's 2 pictures, maybe.
maybe 2 pictures because at the last minute, like I remember I was like, "Hey, you're an immigrant, get in there." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, I'm in the film
remember
now," and it was cold
Yeah.
outside.
Yes. It was freezing. I think the days were somewhat warmish, but it's still freezing. It was still
It would
pretty
be
cold.
like if you stand in the sun, it's warm, but then when
Yeah.
you stand in the shade,
It got really
it's
cold, yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
that.
And it was hard to do a lot of BTS on those scenes because some of it was driving, of course.
Oh, yeah.
There's a huge car scene in there,
Uh-huh.
and that's Miguel's like, you got to go do this. He has an amazing setup for this audio. It's he uses like it's almost like kick drum mics, and they're so clean. And usually, because me and Miguel have talked about it a long time too, with a lot of productions using these car scenes because it's so hard to get audio when it's with these car scenes, especially with like the roofs off of them, windows down. However anybody prefers to have these scenes shot, which preferably windows up because we don't want to hear any air or wind. But of course, like with Zach's Jewel of the Dead, I had the Jeep completely open and I had to figure out how to do that. But we've learned along the way. And with Dreamer, it was somewhat pretty much the same Jeep, I think, just closed up.
Yeah.
So thank God it was closed. But we've learned to have the boom and those kick drum mics like in the corner. He latches them, and it looks almost like a police scanner kind of attached onto their rearview mirror. And so it's like, it kind of works, like, because of how they're kind of set up in those Jeeps. Like, it's like a radio scanner kind of for them. And so, yeah, it's learning to do that and check all that in. And when we had that set up, I was literally in the back seat curled up because it's just it's the back of the Jeep. So I'm like, just me and Havo in that back seat. And Miguel's like, yeah, you go do that. We're just squeezing the back.
You're a small person.
Yeah, you're a small person. You go do it. And then because it's Nate and Allie right there in the front seat, and me and Havo just in the back right there, just recording as we're going. And it's kind of hard to get you in there when you want to do BTS. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was always going to do BTS when that car scene, but I was going with the different car crew, waiting on the other side of the road, waiting for you guys to come by.
Yeah.
But, funny story. It's like there was so much work putting audio into the car. I remember it's something that just never ended up happening because they had this car mount.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it the car
The
mount?
car
That was
mount.
hilarious.
And
Poor Vince.
it was a little sad because we didn't get to use it. And I just remember I recorded Paul just like had that like reaction, like he was like just there thinking like, this ain't gonna work.
No faith at all, Paul. Damn it.
That's a very Paul thing to do.
For the record, it would have worked.
You hear that, Paul?
I believe you. I had faith in you. I believed you. I was a little busy working on audio, but I know when Vince is determined, he's like, it's gonna work. But I know that Paul is very cautious when it comes to things like that still. But he's just like, especially since we use the Ari, right?
Yeah, the Ari.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's that he wants to use this Ari on everything.
Yeah.
I know that, but sometimes we're like, I don't know about that.
But shout out to Paul very quickly.
Yeah, shout out to Paul.
Shout out Paul.
Woo, yeah.
Oh no.
And as always, shout out to Vince.
Oh yes, thank you, Vince.
Thank you, Vince, for everything you've done, man.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Vince. The crickets. Wow. All right. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what you get.
Don't be so mean to yourself, Vince.
That's
Stop it. Stop it right now. And we're back.
Anywho.
We
Yes.
just had a small earthquake.
It actually did happen a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
a little while
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
A little while ago.
Yeah, my mom was afraid to go to the bathroom after that.
Yeah, like there was an earthquake. We're all like,
Yes.
Did everyone just feel that?
I didn't feel.
I didn't feel anything.
You
I
guys are
think we were
crazy.
just-
There was an
We're
earthquake, guys.
Californians.
I mean, I'm not doubting there's an
We're
earthquake.
used to
I just
it.
didn't feel it. I felt one last night. I know I felt
Really?
one. It was very quick, it's very fast. It was very small, and I'm like, I think that was an earthquake because I can hear the wall like kind of shift.
Yeah.
When the wall breathes.
That's usually the
little
the
tell,
telling,
the telling,
the
sign,
telling
yeah,
that there's
yeah.
an earthquake.
All right, back to it.
Our second
Yes.
desert production that I again was not a part of. Two
Well,
Graves.
I mean, I wasn't part of that one. I think we had work.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of that one either. You had
Yeah.
the most intel for that.
Oh yeah, I was
And Vince,
there.
'cause he's
Vince was there too.
he's on that one.
He was the first AD for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I was there for 2 Graves. I was not there for all 3 days because they had day 1 somewhere out in the desert, day 2 another somewhere out in the desert, but then day 3 they shot in what was that place called? White Horse Ranch. The White Horse Ranch is one of the fun studio places to shoot at. It was a very cool place. I traveled with Havo during that production. It was really fun.
And that one's the most, I guess, creative set that anyone has been on. Because I think, we're used to building our own sets a lot of the time. This one was very much Western because Two Grapes is a Western. And Jimmy just wanted to go all out, and he's great for it. But he's crazy.
I was very grateful that both Jimmy and Paul got me into that production because they had to from what I remember they had to keep a number of people because because the permits and all that. And then I was like, hey, you know what, Jimmy and I want you to go by and do BTS. I was like, oh yeah, I would love to come by because this is a great opportunity to see this cool production set. I'm not breathing. I'm like talking without breathing, but this is a really cool production set, and meeting the cast, Derek Crow, Abby Black, Jesus something, I forget his last name.
Oh my goodness.
And then there was a 4th person. Oh, Juliet Cecile. She's also another person we met during the Insight. She was really cool. in the whole costume and makeup. But Two Grays was a very fun production. It was not as maybe Vince can correct me on this, but it wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be then during the pickup day. I think pickup day was a little much warmer, but when we were there, I was like, no, I had my sweater on. I was just pretty much chill the entire day. But going to Pioneer Town, like, it's one of the production sets where it's like, where he had that phrase like, leave the set the way you found it.
Yeah.
But for this production, it's like, all right, guys, after the production, make sure everything is cleaned up because, you know, it's a professional production set. And that was really cool visiting, you know, for Phase 3 and the Route 66ers.
Shout out to Route
Shout out
66.
to Rizzy and Mike.
Films, yep.
But, you know, that production was really fun to be a part of. Got to make a lot of new friends. Gee, that was the first time I met Juliet. I did not meet her before.
Okay, because I know we've seen her on the inside, but I don't.
That was on officially meet her. I met her very, very, very briefly.
Because I think you met Ashley and talked to her more.
Yeah, because
I think Juliet was there for a small time.
Yeah, because I met Ashley during the inside, and you know I became like a good friends with her. Not like super close, but it was like, you know, I got to network with her. I met her. I knew her from Carrie because she had her for her film. But going back to Two Grays, the cast, I knew Abby from our Instagram.
Right.
Zeus was the person I didn't know who he was, but I met him, and that's where I found out he was from Fallout season 1 and 2. So it was like, that was really cool.
Ooh. Yeah, I think going back to the amount of people for the permits. I know we're very used to, as a team, trying to get a place, you know, to, you know, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of thing, instead of paying for it, you know, like permits and stuff. We do try to avoid that because they're so hard to get. Permits comes with insurance, and we don't have insurance. And so we learned that with school, of course.
What a thing to admit to everyone.
What?
That we don't have insurance.
We don't. I mean, it's not legal to say. It's like not everyone has insurance. It's something hard to get unless you are a independent contractor doing it on your own kind of thing. You do it on a daily basis. You're required to have insurance authorization, stuff like that, especially during we were at TBM. It was a student authorization letter we got from Lucas so that we could get those free permits, and we could get those because they do charge. They charge just to get the permit before you even buy the permit. You know, that's just a fee that they don't waive. And unless you're a student, and you could do that. And so we got very fortunate enough to get that with TVM to have that waived as a student. But yeah, so when it comes to permits, they require insurance. And of course, we always do the ask for forgiveness instead of permission. A lot of the time of like, you know, can we, you know, film here without these permits? Sometimes the location agreement will work. Other times businesses are like, no, this is what we require. And so again, that's to explain to people what that means, people who don't know about those permits possibly. That's basically Whitehorse Ranch required a permit and the amount of people on the paperwork. So each one had to be added onto that. Vince can explain more to that, of course, because he's more detailed onto that. But yes, that's why it was very limited of how many people could go up there with the permits. It's
when you're at Whitehorse Ranch, it's like it's really hard not to do a voice when you're there because, you know, you're in the setting.
I think that's you.
It's me. Okay. Yeah, it's just me. And like every time I go around somebody, like one of our Phase 3 members, I always go like, well, howdy there, stranger. I didn't know you're going to be here.
Can you imagine this the entire day?
I used to do that a lot.
Oh, well, I mean, this is him on a daily, though. He likes to,
that's just how
because I think when you imitate Paul, where he says, why is it when you imitate Paul, you sound like you're from the 1950s? Every time.
Listen here, see, gotta go do this.
You're the guy that did Armageddon, right? But, you know, yeah, it's like I would love, that's just me. I just love to do voices. I mean, that's who I am. I can't change who I am. But like,
we'll try to. I'm kidding.
Like, before we, like, because when we did the pickup, and we'll get there when we get there, like, I would still do the voice there. Like, I think one time I ran into Daniel, and I was like, you ain't walking around this part, young fella. And then Daniel would just look at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, you heard me.
Yeah, you heard me. Did I stutter, boy?
Did I stutter, boy? Yeah,
all right.
That was Two Grays. Yeah.
But
really
yeah,
fun.
yeah. It was a fun time for you guys. Yeah, it was great. I saw the BTS. I can imagine. Yeah.
And this ain't the end of Two Grays. We'll return as soon as we get down to the list.
Yeah. Yes. We're coming back to it, y'all. Just wait a second.
Going back to the list.
Yes.
I'm involved now. In May, we did a lot. May was a very chaotic month.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
First off, we filmed Oscar's film, Separate Ways.
Yeah.
Start off with that.
Man, zombies.
Yes. Zombies.
By the
story.
Cranberries. Zombie.
Oh, I was like, what?
zombie. Just kidding. Separate Ways. Yeah, that was a very fun project that we did. That I wrote the script, and then me and you got together and wrote the screenplay based on the original script, and then having us to work with Chelsea Gray from Footlight Studios for the first time. That was just, I would say that was a dream, because I've been wanting to work with her for a very very long time, and,
We almost
and a lot
did
of us too.
a while back.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because I remember when I first not officially met her, but I know when I found out who she was our first IE48 film, and they did what was the film called? Spaces
Between Us. Is it Space Between Us?
It might be Spaces Between or Between Us. I'll ask Chelsea. She'll correct me on this.
Okay, yeah.
But when I did the casting for not Two Great, wrong film.
They're too close together. So that's the problem.
When I did the casting for Separate Ways, we put out a casting call. Chelsea applied for the role.
Yeah.
And when I saw her name, I'm like, oh my God.
I remember you telling me, you're like, Chelsea audition.
Chelsea
I was like,
Gray,
oh,
Chelsea Gray. and I wasn't going to pick her automatically, because, I wanted to give other people a chance to audition. And when everybody submit their audition, it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, I chose Chelsea for the role. She was
it.
always meant to be Leah from Separate Ways. And then after that, we hit production.
Yeah.
No, not all the way, but we got to production.
Yeah. Once we cast her, we got getting all the other cast involved and
Everybody
getting all
else.
that,
Screw everybody else. It's just about
everything.
Chelsea.
Yeah, it's just about Chelsea. Nothing else. Nothing more. Sorry, Brian. No.
Love you, Brian. B-Dog. Is it B-Dog?
B-Dog.
B-Dog?
Yeah, he named himself B-Dog. Yeah. All right.
Shout out B-Dog.
Shout out B-Dog.
Shout out to B-Dog.
But yeah, so it wasn't, I don't know, about a month or two before.
Yeah.
Because I think you yourself, like, you wanted to get the pre-production started way before. As soon as we were done writing it, and I said, just give it a minute. We're tired.
Yeah, I saw
writing
that
for a bit, and you're like, we'll do production meeting next week. I was like,
it was
no, hold on.
Yeah, it was the excitement of finishing the story, the adrenaline. But once the adrenaline went down, I was like, okay, no, I see your point. We got to just give it time. And
because you've been working on this story for a long time now.
Oh yeah.
Trying to align this story together, and you also didn't want to just make it a zombie film.
Mm-hmm.
You also wanted to make this a
love story.
a relatable life story. A lot of your films are very. I always say they're very lore-ish.
Yeah, very lore, very blockbuster.
Very big
lore.
blockbuster. And I said, okay, we could have that, but let's pull it back a little bit. Let's tell this story of this couple. And it went through many different phases. I think even. Daniel was trying to help you with it too, and then I finally just sat with you and like, let's get this down. Let's tell me what you want, and let's write it out, and then let's rewrite, go. And we were on Celtics because that's what we both use, and just going back and forth. Okay, let's get this.
Daniel just gave us a thumbs down. Hey, shout out to Danny over here.
Final draft. So we got through the script, and as soon as we kind of like moved we moved a lot of scenes around. Sorry. Yes. We moved a lot of scenes around. You wanted one piece, and I said, I feel like this is kind of out of order here.
Yeah.
Hold on. And I started like flipping back and forth, just going everywhere on it. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting confused. Let's not delete anything. Just keep it further down. We need to figure this out. Finally, we got it fully, from front to back. And you're like, okay, so we're done. I'm like, no, we're not done. Let's go through this again. Let's keep going. That's the number one tip, guys. Don't just write it and be done. Write it, read it again and again, and write it again. You're going to keep going through that, and you're going to change stories no matter what. Sometimes you realize where you're going with it. It's not where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And so, when we got that done, you wanted a production meeting super fast. I said, give us a minute. Let's go back to this again tomorrow, and then we can start doing this because we're tired. We've been at this for a good couple hours now, and let's pick a day and read it again and see what we need to change. And it's
fresh set of eyes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Fresh set of eyes.
When we finally reached production, because we didn't see Chelsea until the day of production because she was a little busy and but we did a couple Zoom calls.
And she lives far.
She also lives far, so because she does a lot of like verticals and like other projects in LA, LA or maybe Burbank. I don't know. I don't know where else they do verticals.
That general area.
Yeah, general. Yeah. But when I was a little nervous when she was like, she's here. I'm like, it's her.
It's her.
I'm like, it's her. And I was like,
she was like, I feel like a celebrity. Stop it, guys. It was hilarious.
And Danny comes up to me and he's like, hey, when you got the chance, to have a sit down, talk Chelsea, get to know her. I'm like, all right. I'm like, be cool. She like, because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Chelsea. So like, and then when I got to talk to her, I was like, oh, I wasn't as nervous as I thought I was going to be. And then when we finally got to the scenes, when I started directing her, it was an absolutely dream to see her as Leah in separate ways, and her performance was absolutely beautiful, top notch. And shout out to Chelsea.
Shout out Chelsea.
Chelsea great from Filmmaker Studios.
Yeah, she was amazing. She was super sweet, and we always try to get our guests, basically our talent, when we first kind of meeting them, because she knew of us, and we met her with those workshops. But it's different when you're working with them, and we always try to make everyone feel as comfortable as possible, so that we know how hard it is to be on the set sometimes, and people, you don't always deal with the best, especially some crew can make an actor's life kind of crappy, like depending how they're treated, and we always try to make them feel like they are the special guest on there, and that we're going to treat them like family, like we all treat each other. And we always try to make sure that they have that feeling so that they can say something on set, because we're not always like, no, you're the actor. Just take a moment over there. Oh, no. Are we pausing, God? Or are we and we're back again.
Yes.
Technical difficulties.
We had another earthquake.
That's okay. This is a very shaky place. All right. Yes. Talking about how.
Any final thoughts on Separate Ways, because we do want to have a
we want
podcast episode all about it. So
yes, we do. We can't move on completely with all that. So
and hopefully that next episode we have our superstar Chelsea Gray on it and the other cast.
We're hoping to have that soon. I know we wanted to talk about the VFX and stuff that that Marie and Daniel worked on, but that's for a Separate Ways podcast.
Oh yeah, we can definitely say that.
But
one last note before we move on is don't forget my favorite moment is when Kennedy loved Costco pizza.
Oh yes, I think he had about 4 slices when I was interviewing him, and he said, "I'm gonna go back for another." I'm like, "You can if you want." He's like, "I will. I'm going." There's an interview with him saying, "I'm going back for more."
I mean, at that point, he was just there just to be there. He was wrapped at that point.
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh, that man stayed.
He stayed the entire time. Shout out to Kennedy, by the way.
Yes,
we love you, Kennedy.
One of my favorite people I've worked with. So
he's hilarious, very talented, very creative. Yes.
Anywho,
yes.
Next
on the list is
the
CFC.
CFC.
The CFC is a competition that's, instead of like a 48 where it's 48 hours, it's 2 weeks. So you get a prompt or a quote at the beginning of the 2 weeks, and then you have 2 weeks to write, shoot, and edit the film. Yep. Basically just an elongated 48-hour project.
Yes.
Last year, a lot of we all got together and did one. That was actually my first project of Phase 3. This year, however, Havo, bringing up Havo again, directed one, and it was called Pictures of Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani. I think. Is it Shohei Ohtani or Shohei?
It's Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. You're correct.
Yeah, I said Shohei.
Oh,
yeah,
Oscar. Oscar doesn't watch sports, so
that's how Pavel pronounced it. Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, anyway, I did the slate for that film. I hypothetically should know. He used to be on my team too, so yeah, just
she said
outed myself as an Angels fan. Woohoo. Anyway,
yes,
we had, and it also blends in with the other one, the workshops.
It does
because they were on the exact same day. Havo filmed his project at the same day as the IFF workshops that not we as in they.
Hey, we are a collective.
We as in they did.
We.
You.
We. You. We.
We.
We all we.
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 Anywho.
We French.
Anywho, that we basically taught people how to use the equipment and like the sound, and
Yes.
maybe they filmed a little scene. I don't know. I wasn't there. I was with Havo.
No, this is what we mean by we when we say this. We say we because we are everywhere.
Yeah.
There's so many of us as a team that we work on everything all together, which is why when we did the CFC with Havo, I even told Havo, I was like, I can't do it completely. I even had to leave and get like food for my family. Because I had people coming over.
That.
Yeah, I had people coming over from LA to see my grandma, and I was like, okay, I had to quickly go back and get that because that was just very spur of the moment. My family decided to do, so I had to go. Went to Havo's, got back, got Costco pizza. I think it was Costco pizza. It was pizza, and then I drove back to my parents, and then quickly drove back to Havo's, and then I was like, oh yeah, crap, the workshops. So I ended up having to leave Sara, but because I was doing audio,
And
yeah,
on that set, it was maybe a 3 to 4 person crew. Me, Sam, Oscar, and Havo. And Vince.
yes, Vince was there.
Always Vince is there. So it was like a very skeleton crew for this day shoot. And everyone except me and Havo had to leave at some point to go teach these workshops. And I am still learning and new to everything. And Sam's like, you're going to have to do audio. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, you're going to have to do audio. Are you fine with that? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Since there's no one else to do it, show me how to use it and I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then Sam was like, okay, here's a crash 20-minute course on how to do this, on how to work this sound. And I'm like, okay. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Before that, I was just like doing slate and a little bit of like just like anything that needed to be done. I was doing swing, PA, whatever. And then after that, they're like, okay, we all have to go. You're doing sound, and I'm like, okay. And the one scene that I had to do sound for, we filmed a lot of, and it was the woman screaming and like bawling her eyes out. So I'm getting deafened by this because she did very well. She was very loud and screamy. She was like, oh my God, I'm in mourning.
Shout out to Francesca.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Francesca.
Yes. Shout out to Francesca. She was wonderful. But of course, I'm doing sound. I'm holding the thing, and I'm like, I'm getting deafened right now. And literally,
Oh yeah, Sara, I forgot you might go deaf.
yeah, learned about that. So while that was happening, go into the workshops, guys.
Yes, the workshops. It was IFF Arts Connection, correct?
At El Sol.
In El Sol. And so yeah, we went to El Sol and we had a class basically, kind of like a crash course a little bit that I showed Sara with the audio. We brought all of our equipment, comes to camera, audio, anything you can think of during production. And so we had a whole crash course of explaining what it is to struggle, what it is to use this equipment, getting into all these things. And it's a lot of people that were independent filmmakers themselves are really learning into it. And I think a lot of them were doing the CFC as well, and they said to like, "Oh no, we actually need people too. Like we're doing the CFC this like right now." I'm like, "Oh, that's what we just left." And but yeah, we did end up shooting a scene. We had a whole PowerPoint explaining how all the machines work, the safety on set, which is hilarious because we've all dealt with all those safety risks on set. And as we're naming all these safety risks on set, we're looking at like we've done all of this. We've had all of these safety issues that we've had to deal with, and that's what made it all hilarious because all of us are like we're not proud of it. We've all had to deal with it.
Who was the person that like mainly led the PowerPoints? It was like, okay, step 1, you do this. Step 2, this. Who was doing that?
Wasn't it Alika?
Well, he created the PowerPoints and set them up. Like he detailed it. He's so good at that.
Shout out.
He did. Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to Alika.
I love that man.
Yeah, he's so amazing. And
The snap.
and
The Alika snap.
And the Alika snap, yeah. And he's the only one that can nail that 100%. And so, yeah, he set that up with them. He was the main contact with Arts Connection and IFF to keep that workshop going. And so he made the PowerPoints, and all of us kind of looked over them because we did get them a few days before. And he's like, this is what I created for us to go on. You guys can, this is what I know, but you guys can elaborate more on as you talk about it. And so, so whoever was like, I think Vince handled a lot of the safety things, a lot of like the producer procedures kind of thing. Camera was
Correction, I did lighting.
You did lighting? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember all of it. Jesus.
Zach did the cinematography camera
Yes,
stuff.
okay. So I don't remember. There's too many of us. I'm sorry, Jesus. Well, this is why he's here, to fill in the void if we forget something, because I do forget a lot of things. All right. Thank you, Vince. Me and, what do the kids do nowadays?
You got it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I got it.
Like, you clocked it.
I did clocked it. Me and Miguel handled the audio, which he did take over most of it. Like, I'm letting you take the lead, dude. I'm just kind of here to assist you with whatever, because he does do it on location. I do majority of it on editing as well, so that it can kind of intertwine and like with information on that. I don't remember the details of. We all had our hand in explaining with all.
I know Marie did.
Yeah,
a PowerPoint.
Marie had one. Yes.
Me, I was tasked for BTS social media to just shout us out there, put what we're doing. Oh, look, Phase 3's at the whole workshop event. No, our social media, yay.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we had everyone go up there explaining what those PowerPoints mean and going more into detail. And then it was after that we quickly had an actual set for them to really get in there and showing them how long it takes to set it up and how much you can get really creative. But then, yes, you got to remember, you got to flip the world. You have to do all of this. And then, because I remember Paul even said too, he's like, all right, so look at what we just did right now. We got one side, you got a wide. Now you need to get the other side. And look what we have to do. Now we got to flip the world, which means everything you threw on that side, now I got to go on this side. And you could see everyone like, realizing like, it's a lot of work. All of that's, we're always used to it, switching everything back and forth and getting your
and that was I believe we had 3 hours to shoot 1 minute.
Yes, because the first day was the PowerPoint of information, was like basically a lecture. Yeah. And then the next day was a lab, kind of like, all right, get your hands on the equipment. But we did have a crash course before, like, reminder. All right, let's go through the details again and then get into it. And yes, we had about 3 hours, which, I mean, we're no stranger to. Revival Arcade had us with extra hearts for 5 hours. So,
but before I say this, it was probably the day 2 of that workshop it was day 1 where it was the famous picture of Vince that Daniel took of doing the whole WWE pose, like that. And that was you'll probably see in the podcast right in front of me or over here, but
Yeah.
I was shown the picture about 2 minutes before we actually started rolling, so I'm very fresh on what they're referring to. Is there anything else you want to add, or do you want to shout out people and then move on?
There's a fun story. There's two things that I want to bring up. One fun story and one fun fact. The fun story is when we got there for day 1, I thought it would be funny to wake up Vince when he was sleeping in his car for a bit, because he was just resting for a bit, and I knocked on his window and I'm like, dude, what the hell?
What are you doing, man?
It's 6:30. You're late. And he's like, shut up. I'm like, I'm just
let the man sleep.
But I'm not sure if you remember, but it was a fun opportunity for Phase 3, because remember when they asked Paul to host the entire event for those 2 days, and then Paul was like, hey, I'm busy, but I know I have this great team that knows a lot of cinematography, producing, lighting, whatever they were asking for. And they're like, yeah, send us Phase 3. Let's have them host these events. And that was a really cool opportunity that we were able to do. That's what happened, right?
Yeah, no, it was originally to Paul's email. I don't know from what, but he's like, yeah, I got an email from IFF, from Arts Connection. I don't know what it is.
Right,
and, but he was busy to take it on. He's like, I'm going to throw this at you, Alika. You handle it. You know, take it the rest of the way. And he's like, okay. And so that's why I say he was the main content lead, but it was transferred from Paul. And he's like, I want us to take it, but I can't do it. Again, we all have day jobs. We all do this because we love it, and hopefully one day this will be our career.
Yeah.
And that's the hopes and dreams, and we are gonna make it happen.
And as always, shout out to Future First.
Yes.
Shout out to who else?
IFF, Arts Connection,
Connection.
that we worked with. Who else? Who was CFC? Shout out to Havo of CFC because he did that movie.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to anyone who's doing CFC because it's a fun collaborative effort that everyone can do on multiple productions. It's kind of the only one that you can do like that I know of.
Shout out to Francesca and what was the other guy, Vince?
I don't.
What was the other guy's name?
I don't.
That would be Miles.
Miles. Shout out to Miles.
All right.
Big
Yeah.
brain
And
on-
then-
big
and
brain on
then-
Brad over here.
Howell's nephew.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's his nephew's name?
I don't want to say his name.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. We'll
That's
keep
valid.
that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
June.
All right.
June, halfway through the year now.
Yes.
Filming You and Me,
Yes.
aka Sam's film.
Yes.
Yeah, the film You and Me, not You and Me, but I love saying that pun.
yeah, I know you do. You say it a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot,
It
guys.
was a lot. It was my Netflix-inspired series, You. I know some people, I'm pretty sure, have seen the series. Some people don't. They're like, oh, no, I never got around to watching it. But it is about a guy who's just obsessed with his girl, and he gets a new obsession every season. And I loved the actress Victoria Pedretti on the show, and her character ended just not the way. It's very angry. I didn't like it. Let's just put it at that. And so it's funny because I remember talking to Viv about that. Of like, I hate the way the season ended. Like, I literally stopped watching because she was not in the season anymore. And she's like, why don't you just like write the way you wanted it to? I'm like, oh my God, you're right. But it took me forever to figure out how to do that. And so I don't know where it just took me like 6 months. I just kind of let it go. And then finally I thought of something, and it was hilarious because when I did actually think of something to write, Daniel see me like freak out and realize that I had an idea. And he's like, so what are we gonna do? I'm like, I gotta go home. I have to write this. And I figured out what it was. And so I created You and Me.
Sorry, your cat's like
Yes,
trying
I
to attack
know.
me.
My kitty cat.
No, she's trying to attack my leg.
I told you it's going to be like an hour until she's like ready to go. She napped and she's ready to go again. This is what happens. This is
The
as long-
cat
hey,
is
no, wait
currently-
no, stop her from riding the cable.
The cat is currently playing with Oscar's
Stop it.
string
Pick her up.
off of his
Where's she at?
shorts.
I don't know where she's at.
She's
underneath you.
underneath pawing at your shoe. Oh, I love this.
Good.
I love this cat,
no.
guys.
Oh, yes.
It makes me sneeze like crazy.
She's allergic.
I'm so allergic. Not today though. I have
Okay.
Zyrtec.
So is Vince. He's also allergic,
All right.
and cats love him.
Anywho.
And-
Kitty attack is over.
Cat's gone.
But yes, kitty attack is
You and
over.
Me.
Freya's gone. Yes, so I wrote You and Me in about 6 hours, and
That's impressive. I didn't know that actually.
I could not put the story down. I knew I figured out how I wanted it to go. I've been working on it for forever. It's funny, it took me 6 months and 6 hours to write. And so 6 months to think of the idea, and then 6 hours I was like, I know what I want to write this. I've got to write. I got to quickly go home and write this down because it's gonna leave my head. And so, yeah, it took me 6 hours, and I sent it to Daniel, and he was like, oh, my God, this is amazing. And I had the most fun writing this thing. I was cracking up because I'm like, I just let it go, and I'm like, let's just don't take yourself seriously and just write this thing. And I came up with You and Me, and I originally already knew I wanted to cast Paul and Marie. And it did help so much because they know each other so well.
They're married.
Yes,
You would hope
they're married.
that they know each
Yes,
other very
yes,
well.
They're married. They know each other so well, and it worked with their chemistry, and that's what I wanted. Is just a couple already having that intuition of each other, and how they work off with each other. And I did base it somewhat on their characters already, like who they are in real life. And Maria's like, see, this is what Sam thinks of us. She thinks we're killers. I was like, I'm in. I don't know. But I mixed their personalities with the characters on the show just a little bit. That's why Paul ate that character up so much, because
So
it's hilarious.
There's a part where they find, like, he's proposing to her, and she finds the wedding ring, and like in a place where she's not supposed to find it. She's like, "Hey, was this supposed to be here?" referring to the ring, and he's like, "No, shit." And that scene was genuinely so fun, and it was so funny because like he was like, shit," and then kept saying it over and over again, and like
Different ways.
but they were all just, he wasn't acting
No.
in any of it. I think that's pretty much what it boils down to.
Yeah.
He wasn't acting, and especially in scenes like that where he was just being himself. And it was just so funny. We kept cracking up, and we wound up doing that line several times.
I had to walk away because I was laughing too much. I was like, I'm going to ruin this damn shot.
I have a video of Sam watching the monitor, and then just like this big old smile on her face, and then like he's like, shit, and then she
There's
like
one where he said, shit. Like he held on to every syllable in that word.
created new letters in the word. He was like SHEEEIT.
He added so much comedy into it, and he didn't even, I don't think he noticed it or realized what he was doing half the time. But every time he did something, I was like, God damn it. Like, I didn't mean it to be that funny when he did it, but I'm like, I love that he did do it that funny. Yeah, the most difficult part was the choreography of the stunts. I had never done anything like that. And like I said before, when we were at Roll Underground, I never planned any of them to have their deaths shown. Ever. It was all supposed to be up, like you just hear them dying, you hear screaming, you hear stab wounds. That's what you were supposed to hear the whole time. When everyone read their story, what happens to them at the end, they're like, but what if you show them dying? They're like, and I'm like, I didn't want to. And for one, because it's bloody. I knew that there was gonna be a lot of blood involved. And especially with Marie, I already knew I wanted all that blood splashing in her face, like a whole Carrie scene kind of thing. And getting all that blood in their house, and in even if it was in their garage, which they're still cleaning up.
Are they?
That's what. Yeah, I think every time someone's using the equipment, they see blood in spots of their equipment,
Yeah.
All the
or
time.
some parts in their house.
It's like, we use a C-stand on you and me, and it's just like
There's
it's
still
sticky.
some little specks of blood.
It's sticky and red. That's how you know.
Yeah, and I'm just glad it's the garage that they're having trouble cleaning up more, not their house.
Yeah.
And so that's what Daniel brought up, the whole thing of putting the sheet in the living room, so that we can get a little more physical and bloody and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. They were down for all the stunts. Alicia did great as Cherry with the knife in her back that Daniel had to wear as like a harness.
Yeah.
And Daniel did all my props. So thank you, Dana. Shout out to Daniel for doing all the VFX and all the shots.
What a wonderful man.
Yes, wonderful man.
Yes.
Yes. Testing the blood shooting at Marie the way it did. There's one that looks so aggressive.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
During the blood splatter scene, for that part, I was doing BTS photography. I had Oscar's camera on the little monopod, and I was taking pictures and video, not great ones, but ones of everything that was happening. And I was up close. I was next to the physical camera that we were using while Marie was doing the blood splatter, because she takes the axe, she goes down on the thing, blood's supposed to splatter, boom, boom, boom. And that's how it was supposed to go. They tested it so much. We did practices beforehand, and it was all fine and dandy. And then first take, she goes down. It's like action. Everyone's rolling. I'm taking pictures. She goes down. Boom. The blood does not go on her like planned. It went everywhere else.
Oh, that's
it went
right.
everywhere else. On me, Oscar's camera, was it the Ari? Or no?
I think they put paper over it.
There was
Did it get
paper.
on there a little bit? Yeah, Vince is
It
nodding
did.
yes.
And all over most of the crew,
Yeah.
the cameras, and I somehow got it the most. And this blood, if I remember correctly, so it was like safe to the eyes and the mouth.
It had to be edible so it didn't hurt her.
Yes.
Yeah, because if it got into her eyes, then I'm screwed.
Yeah. It was chocolate syrup and like food coloring.
That's why it was sticky.
Yeah. It was chocolate syrup, food coloring, and maybe like corn syrup or something. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I get it? Cool.
Oh, thumbs up from Daniel.
Yeah. Got a thumbs up. So this was easily able to be washed out, and I was wearing a light blue shirt, and so you could see all of it on me. And there's a great picture of me that we took right after. I'm laughing, holding the camera, and it's just all this Hershey's syrup all over me, all this chocolate red syrup all over me. And everyone was like, "Do you have an extra shirt? Do you want an extra shirt? We can wash that real quick." I'm like, "Nah, it's fine."
You're just like, I'm gonna
Whatever.
wear it like a badge of honor.
Yeah, I literally wore it like a badge of honor. And it wasn't that long of a shoot afterwards. I went home and then like put on my thing. My mom's like, the next day my mom's like, "How was your shoot last night?" I'm like, "I got a bunch of fake blood on that shirt. We need to focus on washing that." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And then came out just fine.
Yeah.
But that was probably my favorite part of that shoot.
Yeah. It was, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Marie looked like a tomato.
She did.
Because she was like covered in blood. I was like, "Hey, you look like a tomato."
Because it kind of stains your skin just a little bit for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
Well,
had-
because she didn't wash out the blood yet, because she was fully like covered in blood in her face. So I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then we had to redo that scene the next
Oh
We
yeah.
did, because I was editing as we
Yeah.
were going, because my plan was to submit this to IFF regardless. And so the last day to film it was the 22nd, and the deadline was the 30th to submit it. And so the big scenes were on the 22nd. That was the big dinner scene, and that was filmed from the moment the dinner started to the very end of the dinner ended. So that involved the stunts all on one day, along with the dialogue and all that. So all those flashbacks you see in the movie, they're done on those separate days. The voiceovers are done in the middle of the production, the second day. The third day was the final day of, let's get the big meat piece of the story. And so I remember I felt so bad, but I'm like, I need to get this audio. I need to get all this footage. And I told Paul, I was like, can I get the footage? I need to start editing right now. I said, we'll get it later. I'm like, please? It was like, I don't want to get it now. I want to get it started as soon as possible. I managed to get it in 8 days. I was already editing what I had, but then I realized on the third day I had to reshoot it because we forgot to add more blood on her. So the next shot could have the continuity of her already being splashed with blood.
Okay.
And so, because we did plan to do that, but I don't know what escaped me when we shot it again, and then I put it into Premiere, and I was editing, and I'm like, oh my God, she's completely clean in the next shot. This is not good. And I'm trying to do it in a way where kind of like it's a fast cut too of, you know, it looks almost like a trance kind of thing, like she's in this little world of like, man, I want to do it really fast. I was like, it's not working. I was trying anything. I'm like, I was like, we've got to do it again. I'm like, tell her. I told Daniel. I think I was telling you. I was like, I told Oscar. I'm like, tell her if we could shoot it again, and tell her I'm so sorry. And so we ended up doing it at the end of the night after the dinner scenes. I edited it in 8 days. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and I told Daniel, I need music. I need music to go with this, because I originally planned to have Happy Together by the Turtles playing with each death scene. And of course,
W song choice, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
W song choice.
yes.
I remember,
yes.
I remember when I asked Marie, because I was a little nervous asking her, but I was like, you know, she's like a big sister to me, like a big sister to all of us. So I was like, hey Marie, do you mind if we reshoot that blood scene? She's like, oh, definitely. And I was like, oh, okay, but I need a new white shirt. I'm like, because the
Yeah, I
one
had to
she
buy
wore
that,
was
yeah.
already bloody.
I
Already
get it for
stained.
her.
But this production, I was like, probably was the first time I was really scared of Marie because of how aggressive she was as her character. And I was like, I told Marie, I'm like,
Great.
I'm a little scared of you. It was during the whole pie scene, the cherry
Right.
pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And I told Marie, I'm like,
And all the action happened.
I was like, oh, you know what's funny is like when we were practicing that day before production, Marie had like a gangster bandana on for, I don't know if it was like a red or something, and I was in a stand-in for Alicia, and I was like, damn, look at you, gangster. I was like, what you wearing? Because she had like a little bandana on. It was funny.
No, it was great. I got it in. I managed to get the songs on there, non-copyrighted music, and managed to submit to IFF. And I was dying at the end because I was like, oh my god, it's finally done. But it turned out great, and we need to move on because we're spending too much time on my movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
IFF will come eventually.
Yes.
We're good to move on, guys.
Oh, we
All
did.
right.
Okay,
Cool. We're done.
July, filming Man Who Summoned Death. Daniel's film.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This
The man, the myth, the legend.
the
Man who
man,
never wants to be seen.
one of the men behind the camera right now.
Yep.
He
He
waved
waves.
at us.
He waves.
So, Man Who Summoned Death. I was the AD for it, and then I remember Daniel asking. He's like, because I knew I was going to be part of the project because I was part of the last two. I just wasn't expecting to take on that big of a role. And Daniel was like, "Hey, you want to be my AD?" And I'm like, "Hi, what does an AD do?" But exactly. And he's like,
I think that was our first question when we actually had that.
"No, literally." I'm like, "What does an AD do?" And then he explained it to me, and I'm like, "Okay, I can figure that out." And Daniel and Alika were there to help me a lot with that. And now I get to yell at people who are 10 to 20 years older than me. Yeah.
We get it. We're old.
But I'm like, yeah, I get to yell at a bunch of people who are older than me and whom I see as my aunts and uncles. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be fun.
Aunts and uncles.
Oh God.
I can't say you're like my parental figures.
Yeah.
Y'all are like not strict enough. So like you're like my fun aunts and uncles.
Usually when they say if you don't bug your people enough in the crew, you're not doing your job as an AD. If your team is not irritated with you by the end of the night, you did not do your job as the AD because you're going to be on their ass the whole night.
Were you guys irritated with me? Be honest.
Well, you weren't my AD. You were his AD.
Were you bothered by me, Daniel? Yes or no? No, he shook his head. No, I didn't do a good job.
How dare you,
Yeah,
Daniel?
apparently.
He's like, get off my ass.
Anywho, The Man Who Summoned Death.
Well, technically, you would be bugging Paul.
Yeah.
Paul was the DP, so technically, you're the DP's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
I
you're
feel
like, let's
that's
go, let's
that's
go.
just what I
he's
am in
just-
general.
yeah.
So
When Paul says, give me 7 minutes, you're like, I'll give you 5. And he's like, what? Yeah, that's
like,
when
just hurry, dude,
just minimize it.
hurry.
How hard is it, Paul?
Man Who Summoned Death was a wonderful film, and it was fun to film also because we got a fire pit. Well, no, Paul and Marie got a fire pit, and we discovered the wonderfulness of sitting around the fire pit after we were done filming in the dark and making s'mores.
It's been a bit of tradition now.
That was the first time
That was-
s'mores night became a thing, right?
Yes, that was when s'mores became a thing.
I was knocked out that night.
Yes, you were.
Yes, you're knocked out quite a few nights. But are you not knocked out? Did somebody just say?
Wait, what'd he say?
Damn.
Wait, what'd he say?
I said, when are you not knocked out, sir?
Yes.
He's not wrong.
He's
Yeah.
a sleepy boy. He's a
sleepy boy.
sleepy boy.
I take lots of
Been
naps.
tested for narcolepsy. That's all.
That might be an actual condition I would need to check out.
Along with your sleep apnea.
For the record, you didn't bother me because you did your job.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Technically, you bothered Paul.
But it starred Kennedy, whom
Yes.
we mentioned before. Wonderful actor, love the man to death. Death. And also it starred. Come on, Vince.
Come on, God. There you
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That one was a lot of. Yeah, the second one's better.
And it also starred Marie and Sam. Sam
Yes.
played Death itself. And Monica. Monica was in it as well. Thank you, Daniel. Sorry, Monica.
Let's not forget the amazing woman and filmmaker Carrie. How do you say your last name?
Carrie Sudmeyer.
Carrie Sudmeyer.
Carrie Sudmeyer and Havo.
Yes.
And Havo.
Havo for
Havo
Play-
made a cameo.
Plays a Debbie Daddy.
Oh, we just got it
Shout
from Daniel.
Love you, Carrie. You're such an amazing person, amazing friend and family member.
Oh yes, we love Carrie to death. Like I said in the last one, I want to be Carrie when I grow up. But anyway, this was such a fun film because also we filmed it like pretty close to where I live.
Yeah.
So I was happy about that. I'm always happy about that. And
I think we had to be done at your house quite early
Yes.
because of the dangers of being out at night at Sarah's house.
we filmed the third day at my house because it took place on a hiking trail, and I live up in the mountains, and in my backyard there is a little walkway, and then it's like this little secret spot that we call it, and it like opens up to this beautiful view of mountains and just mountains and mountains galore. I'm so appreciative of everything. I love it so much, and we get snow, and it's so pretty when it snows. And so I'm like, okay, I have this space. Let's take advantage of it. But of course, being up in the mountains, we have the chance of getting every animal known on the planet, including bears.
She smiles.
So
Grizzly bears.
so to
Make yourself big.
yeah to get away from the
Protect yourself.
to get away from
Sorry, I started giggles
No,
on Oscar.
oh, you're good. All I saw was Oscar. to avoid the chance of running into a bear
Yes.
or a raccoon or a fox or a snake snake was a chance no matter what time it was. But literally anything else that happens in our backyard, we had to film very early in the morning.
Yeah.
So
And had to be careful in the spot we filmed because the spot we filmed at, we could easily fall down,
yes, you could easily fall down a cliff.
which almost
Yeah.
happened to Keith.
Oh, poor
'Cause
Keith.
he's always getting things dropping on him.
Shout
on
out to
set
Keith.
for some
We love
reason. Yes,
Keith.
Keith. You're amazing, Keith. You learn so fast. And
You
just-
scare me though.
There was a moment when Miguel was at the very edge of it. He was hooking the lav onto me, and because he does audio, of course, and so he has like this. I think it was like a chest thing that he had or something. I think he had the sleeve on him from the F6, and I said, because I was afraid of him falling because he was so close to the edge. I said, I'm trying to figure out a way, if you slip back, how I can grab you without it looking like I pushed you. Because I'm trying to grab his like sleeve, but then I'm like, if I do that and I do it the wrong way, and instead of grabbing you, not in time, I'm gonna be like, oh, oops, I pushed him even further, and he's down, and he's like, oh, I'm good, I'm hooked onto this. I was like, no, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
We did have a safety coordinator on set. Again,
Yes,
shout
we
out to
did.
Alika.
Yes, Lika, always safety first.
Yes, we were very
Snap.
good about safety and about everything while filming there because cliff, snakes,
I think he's been our stunt guy for
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of our. He's
Yeah,
he's
he's
very good at
ex-military.
it. You know, yeah. So he's very good at keeping the safety within these movements all the time. So whenever it comes to movements, like anything big with action required, we're like, all right, Lika, show me how to kill this person without hurting them.
What I really loved about the Man of Seven Death on the day we were at your house, yes, your house, Sarah. Like, that was the first time we officially met your dad. Your dad's really cool. Like, Santa.
Yes.
Your dad's really
Some
cool.
of us met her dad.
Oh yeah.
Wait, was Vince not there?
No, he got a little FOMO.
Oh, he
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Vince was
FOMO
not
for
there.
Not meeting
But
him.
like, when
was
we
a
were
bummer.
there for the safety meeting, like what was that?
Sorry.
When we were there for the safety meeting,
that was Vince.
No, I dropped the marker. I'm sorry.
Okay.
when we were talking about the whole safety, like if there was any animals or snakes, I just loved how it was like, oh, you know, the first person we contact was your dad, and
Yeah.
like, I was like, all right, you got all these filmmakers on set, and it's like we run into a bear, it's like we're like, oh my god, and then like I just imagine your dad coming to the rescue with the song, "There Goes My Hero."
That's exactly what would have happened. That song would have just blared out of nowhere as he comes to like rescue us.
That's great.
Yeah, my dad is a wonderful human being. There's a lot of me, like a lot of him in me. So yeah,
That usually happens. I have a lot of my
that is
dad
what
in me.
usually happens. Hopefully, I don't grow the massive white beard that he has, because that would be unfortunate. Okay. But yeah, my dad is an ex-magician and currently does Santa Claus, Inland Empire Santa Claus.com. Anywho,
All right.
I lost my marker.
I don't know if we're anything else we missed this Man Summit Death.
I mean, I don't think there's
I think
any.
that's it.
I think that might be for another podcast.
Yes, it could be another podcast
Yes.
if Daniel will just be on a podcast.
Thank you.
IFF Mixer.
IFF Mixer was also in July. So just like in the middle of everything, it may have been after we were done shooting. I don't fully remember.
It's kind of a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have trouble remembering all these things. That's why I keep it on the calendar.
Yes. Future
Yes.
First, IFF, Arts Connection put together this little mixer to prepare themselves and everyone else for the Inland Film Fest that took place in September.
Second annual, correct?
Yes.
Yes, second annual.
And then it was held at KVCR, which is a local television station connected to San Bernardino Valley.
Yes.
For those who don't know. And it was just like within the studio, the big studio room. And it was very fun, very flashy, very lights. And it was just like a regular schmegular mixer where it's like a bunch of filmmakers and people who are interested in everything just show up. And then we have light snacks and like talk to each other and get to know each other. Dress code was all over the place. I had like this super cute dress on and some heels, and everyone else just showed up in like regular clothing. And I'm like, okay, I'm overdressed right
It's
now.
It's always up to everyone.
Yeah.
They can go super casual just because they know the area so well and they're always around there. Or you can go fancy and just make an impression.
I went fancy, and I looked really good. So, whatever. But yeah, met a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
Got to see wonderful people again, and just kind of prepare ourselves
Right.
for
Yes.
August, then September, because we're going to be talking about the Inland Film Festival a lot upcoming, because that's what we focus a lot of our time on. In August,
Yeah.
Future First and Inland Film Festival people, Arts Connection, asked us to interview some of the nominees who were nominated for one or two awards
Right.
in the Inland Film Festival. And then they also asked us to create a promotional video to put on like their social media and stuff to promote the festival. We did the interviews. No, we did the promotional video first. It was like a 2-weekend thing.
Yeah. It was a 2-weekend thing.
It was a 2-weekend thing,
Yeah.
and it was the promotional video first. And it was basically us. It was kind of just like this little group right here.
Yeah.
And plus a few others going around. This was so fun. For one of the parts, we were like highlighting all the different locations, like some of the different locations and everything in San Bernardino specifically, since the IFF took place at the
The Regal San Bernardino.
Yes, it took place at the Regal in San Bernardino. And so we went around and like went to like little teepees, and then we went to, the teepees, little tents somewhere.
Yes, the tents.
The wigwam.
Yes.
Wigwam. Yes.
Motel.
Yes.
Motel.
Wigwam Motel.
The Wigwam Motel.
The train station.
The train station, and then KVCR.
KVCR. Yes.
So we went and traveled through all those different places. And I'm not in San Bernardino unless I'm going to school or to work. So I'm like, I don't know where I am for most of these. And I was driving, and then Vince was in the passenger seat. Sam and Monica were in my back seat. And we were just like singing along. We were chatting. I have two very, very vivid, specific memories from those car rides. Because it was on a Friday, so we had to deal with Friday traffic on the way back to Yucaipa. First memory was Vince singing along to, oh my God, now I don't remember the song.
Because it never happened.
Love Fool.
No.
Love Fool by the Cardigans.
It was,
The
yeah.
Love me, save them.
Yes. It was everyone. Yeah.
It was that song, and we're just all like, okay, get it. We didn't know you liked the song.
girl.
Yeah, basically. It was so silly, and I loved it. You guys didn't know about that, did you?
I went home because we were there for Paul's.
You were falling asleep.
Yeah, you were
Again.
falling asleep.
We get it. I fall asleep. But,
So you had to go home.
my sleeping schedule was super out of control. I was sleeping
During set.
during set or different parts of the day, but that's a little different now. I'll be sleeping tiny bit there and there, but I think I fixed it.
Okay.
I see that look.
Cheers to Oscar, who claims he fixed it.
Yes.
I couldn't stay awake any longer. Thank you. But
Yeah.
I was like, I can't stay up any longer. I'm just gonna go home for the rest of the day, and that's where you guys went to the wigwam. And
Yes.
then to,
We had a
the
full
train
day
station.
of
We had a-
sweating. It was so hot.
It was during the summer.
It was so hot,
in
yes.
August, and it was so hot.
Hey, real quick, did Paul ever review some of those
Oh,
videos that we took? Do we know?
I have
think
no idea.
we edited, so I don't think he did.
What a bummer.
I got the card, and I know
He looked through it,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
but he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything about it. So
it was along the lines of like, yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Long story short, we were making fun of Paul.
Yes.
we faked a video where we're just like, okay, we're gonna make fun of Paul right now, and it was on the 45-minute traffic car ride home,
Yes.
and that was after the second vivid memory I had, where the song Mambo Number 5 came on, and Monica started complaining about the song because one of the first girls that's spoken is a little bit of Monica,
Yeah.
and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, Monica, you're in the song," and she's like super upset and hates it. I love Monica so much. I really do.
Monica's like one of my most favorite people of all time.
Oh yeah.
It's Mon Mon.
Mon.
It's Mon Mon because she once played a monster, and it was a creature in movie Night Terror. So that night we decided to call her Mon Mon, Monster Monica.
Cute.
So now it's Mon
I
Mon.
didn't know the context behind
It
that.
was Mon Mon, or we call her Moncia because Oscar made a typo in her name in
my
the
fault.
credits, and so instead of Monica, it was Moncia. And we're like Moncia.
What I love about Monica is she has her own Monica moments. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
just quickly going back to Separate Ways, just like very briefly, but when she was a zombie and she was outside in the background, and it's like, okay, let's get Monica in. I was like, hey, Monica, you can come back in. And she's like, no, I'll just stay out here for a bit. Just in the rain. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
She was
all right.
becoming one with nature. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She-
that's
like-
Monica for you.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's take a moment and shout out to our fellow filmmakers that were nominated to the IFF Film Fest coming up.
Oh yes.
Sarah.
Oh,
We have
okay.
Sarah that was
Me.
nominated also
Yeah.
for editing and directing. Yes.
Yes,
Is it?
it
Yes.
was my animated film, Elf Off the Shelf, which is a stop motion animation. And it's basically the little elf on the shelf having some shenanigans. It's a wonderful film that I had a lot of fun making. I'm nominated for Best Director against some wonderful other films, so may not win, but
Shut your mouth.
whatever.
Continue on.
Shout out-
I'm humble.
Yeah.
And then I'm also nominated. I'm the only one nominated for Best Editing.
I thought you had someone else on that list with you.
Nope. It's
Okay.
just me for Best Editing. So, yeah.
I don't think you have a chance.
No, I'm definitely losing.
They're gonna
now.
find a way to not give it to you.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very grateful, very humble.
And Monica for
Yeah,
shout out
best
to Monica.
acting. Yeah,
Of course,
shout out
Best
to Monica
Actress.
for best actress.
Monica is nominated for Best Actress for our CFC film from 2024 called Tapped Out.
Tapped Out, yep.
Sam and I were also in it.
Yes.
That was my first time working with Phase 3.
I like how all these things are just tying back again to each
No,
other.
literally.
I was Gary.
Yes, you were
Yes,
Gary.
you were. Oh my
And-
God, you were in it too. How could I
All three of us
forget?
were.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I played a very different character from what I'm used to, so that
We-
was
yeah.
off for me. Yeah.
You were in love with Monica.
I was in love with Monica.
You were in love
yes,
with Monica.
Yes. It always seems to be us, and like we pair easily. I don't know why. The first time I worked with her was
yeah.
with Inked.
It's a prequel to Ink Part 1. And remember,
we tie
gotta
it in
do Part
together
2.
a lot. It's Inked, Night Terror. We always say we ran away together from. I don't know if I got this correct or not. Some people have said this. We ran away together, and then we were in Inked. I don't know, probably not the right way. And then we're in Night Terror, which we broke up from Inked, and then we're in Night Terror, and then she's after me with my wife in that thing. So the creature is after our baby. So we
Okay.
kind of tied that in together. I don't know what other movies we were on together,
A lot.
but yeah. But again, we're trying to create a Phase 3 multiverse. So that's what these guys have been pretty determined to do.
It won't be complete without Ink Part 2. Paul.
That is true, Paul.
Paul
Inked
Black.
Part 2.
Inked
peop-
Part 2.
The people are waiting for it.
Maybe you shouldn't have called it Part 1 if you didn't want a Part 2. Just saying.
Anyway,
Yes, anywho.
going back to what we were talking
yes.
about, the rest of the IFF promos and interviews, because the next weekend after we did the promos, we went to Revival Arcade in San Bernardino.
Yes.
Shout out, big thanks to Revival Arcade. We love them dearly. We're actually
Sean and Tracy.
Yes.
Sean and Tracy, yep. Yes.
And basically they had like we did these interviews in a span of like 3 days, and they had 10 different nominees. Not me, but other people that we got to meet.
It's a little salty.
Okay, let a girl be salty. I'm kidding. I'm very my other film was nominated for Best Student Film.
Humble.
And I won 3rd place for it. I'm very happy and very grateful about it. Don't ever think I'm not. I'm so thankful.
We know. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Anyway, we interviewed several of the other nominees, especially ones who were nominated for best picture of like the entire thing, but also for their own specific categories.
Also, they were very connected with and cultural based. It was very much awakening of that in a way. A lot of those nominations were based on cultural stories, which are not easy to tell. So, they focus a lot on that cultural aspect of it.
Watching the films afterwards, the month later, it was definitely, there was a reason they were nominated. They were wonderful. So basically, few of them came in throughout the weekend, and we just sat down with them, interviewed them, and then we got some BTS of them playing all the games to use in the interviews. Me and Viviana directed the interviews, which we were very happy and it was very fun, because then we just got to be like, okay, go play some games and we'll record you. So those were fun. The first day we did it at like night, and it was like a Thursday or something. So it was fine. It was fun. And then the next day it was like, oh, our call time is 7 a.m. We're like, what?
I remember.
What do you mean that early?
I remember telling my gal about that, because he was like, yeah, I'll go show up. What time was it? And we told him, he's like, oh.
Yeah, it was.
He's like, all right.
Call time was unfortunate, but we were able to, like, afterwards, by the time we were completely done, it was lunchtime. So we went and had lunch. As like, yeah,
pretty great,
you went home. The rest of us
to sleep.
went and had lunch.
No, I was broke, actually.
But yeah, it was a fun time. Thank you again to Revival Arcade for letting us be the location.
Yes, opening your doors to us time and time again.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And honestly, it's amazing to have built that friendship with them, because I know if we go again, they'll be like, absolutely. It's just they do so much for the community, and they've expanded so much within that arcade. Like, they've done so much within the actual building, and like, how did you fit this in here? How did you work this? Like, because I hadn't been in there since the party room that they made.
Yeah.
I had not been in there since before that. I was like, wow, like they've upgraded so much.
It's
and
a wonderful
done
place.
Yeah.
Moving on to the main event.
What we all prepared for.
The Inland Film Festival.
Film Fest.
Phase 3 in a collective had 14 films shown in this festival. 66 in total. I think 66.
74 or 5?
That were selected,
really?
like accepted.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, what are we talking about? We're talking about...
Like the amount of films that were
they-
shown in...
Oh,
Screenings,
I thought you were
Yes.
talking about out of all our films. Like,
No.
we said 14 out of Phase 3 films.
Oh,
no.
our films.
I thought that's what we were talking about.
Okay.
No, it was 60... I think it was 60
it was-
films.
that they selected to
it was
play
like
at IFF.
66 films
Yeah.
that they selected to showcase at this event, and 14 of them were made by Phase 3. That in itself is an accomplishment. So hit it.
Hit it.
God. Okay, now
Damn.
apparently
Oh, there we go.
thank you.
Doesn't feel as good, but okay.
Yeah, it was a little late.
Thank you for that little.
Yes, a little extra.
You know
Oh, sure.
what my most favorite moment of all times during that day was seeing our friend Brian, how do you say his last name? Brian Sines.
Brian Signs.
Running across the theater after
He's
theater.
been
all
in
did.
every movie.
We all did.
But nobody ran faster than that man. That
Okay.
man, he was like Forrest
He
Gump.
was in
just
multiple
ran.
movies playing at once.
There was one point where he was in, because they had different theaters showing different categories.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, it's the definition of actual theater hopping.
Yeah.
Yes,
Legit.
it was legitimately theater hopping because I was watching a film that he was in, and then right after that, we ran from this theater. It
Yeah.
was like over here.
Yep.
And then we ran to this theater, which was showing Blood Street. That film ended in this theater, and then we ran down the stairs as the next one was starting, and then out the door, and I ran past him, and I run in, and I see that our scene from Blood Street was playing. The very beginning scene from Blood Street was playing, and I ran back out and I yelled, "It's our scene!" And then he bolted in, and then we just stood there in the little hallway going up to the thing, watching our scene, and like hearing everyone laugh at the jokes and all the silliness, wonderfulness that was the beginning scene of Blood Street.
Right.
And it was just like such a fun little moment. And then during the opening credits, we walked up, found some seats, sat down, and then 2 minutes later, everyone else from Phase 3 is like, we've seen this enough. Let's go see this other film.
We
that's
had to go
playing
see
in this
Separate
theater.
Ways. They were colliding together.
Yeah, it was the premiere of Separate Ways.
We were in,
So we, as a collective, 14, 15 of
Daniel
us
saw this movie
stood
and he
up.
said his sister was cracking up with us, like,
Yeah.
because he saw a whole group get up,
Yeah.
move. And then as soon as we got done watching Separate Ways,
we
all
ran
came
back
running
in to watch You and Me.
Yes.
And then the rest of those films. But that day was chaotic because Paul would sit there, legs crossed, with his phone there, watching the time. And he would like sit there, watch the time, and be like very formal with it. And then he'd be like, "Okay, it's this time. Let's go to the next theater." And then we'd all get up as a collective, 10 of us, and then we'd
And thank you
walk
to IFF
down.
for making the schedule
Yes.
and
Oh,
setting it up
Yes.
timely manner. Yes, we
It
don't.
was-
I would really like the next time for y'all to put the amount of time these movies have on them, so that I can properly coordinate how long is left of any
Yes.
movie. Just put the time remaining on it.
But
It was
we-
really helpful, just so I can time that out better next year.
Yes, but we did it, and then it was a lot of fun. It was a full day of showcases and meeting other people, collaborating, meeting, schmoozing it up, whatever you want to call it. And then the next day was the awards.
Oh,
Yes.
The awards show, the awards was very fun. It was at the University of Redlands in in their banquet rooms, and it was my film Obsession, which was my college 48 submission, was nominated. Like I said earlier, it was nominated for Best Student Film, and I didn't know going in that it was a best first, second, third. I thought it was just you win or you lose. And I was up against 3 other films. And then I saw one of them and I'm like, I'm going to lose because it was so much better than mine. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go gracefully lose, be happy for everybody else and move on. And then Dreamer was also nominated for,
I don't know. He said he was nominated, right? I don't know.
Yes, Dreamer was.
What
do
was
you
it
remember what it
nominated
was for?
I don't remember.
Because it never came up. I don't even know what he was nominated against either. If he was nominated
I
against
think
anyone.
it was honestly, I think it was like Best Picture or something.
Okay.
If I
I
remember
don't know for
correctly.
who, though. I mean, he had a bunch of certificates at the end of the night anyway.
We all did. All 14 of us.
Yes, y'all seen it on our reels where we made all of the reel that Sarah made, all the circle of all the certificates. That was because we all submitted something. Yes.
It was fun. And then Jimmy was also nominated for
Oh, yes.
best
Series?
best pilot
Pilot.
Best pilot.
episode.
best pilot episode for his pilot episode, The Insight.
Yes.
Wonderful, by the way. I've watched it for the first time. It was wonderful.
Our first black and white we've ever made.
Yes. And so it was just like the 3 of us that were kind of just like waiting to hear. And then they did mine first, because obviously. And I submitted it under student because I made it while I am a college student. So that's why I submitted it there. And I was up against high school films. And so I'm like, okay, I feel like there's a slight offset here, but they're like, third place, Obsession. I'm like, whoa, did not know we were doing third place. So happy. Yes, thank you. I'll shut up about it now. But yeah, as the night went on, we got to like see all these other films that we got to see the day before, win a bunch of stuff, got to see the people that we met through the interviews, win a bunch of stuff, and it was a fun night. After that, we all went out for ice cream in downtown Redlands. It was
super yummy. I've never been there.
Because I have good ice cream places. Everybody, go get ice cream with me. Yeah, end of story there. But yes, it was a very fun weekend, and I'm very grateful for the people that I've met and for them specifically for the IFF in Arts Connection, Future First, all of that, because none of that would have been possible without them. So big thank you, big shout out to them. As we move on to October.
Yes.
We're
back at square one.
Yes.
2 Graves pickup.
Yes.
Wait, no.
Is it?
IE48.
Where we at?
The IE48.
Oh, no, not yet. Sorry. Jumping the gun.
Wrong day. Not actual wrong day. The title of the film, Wrong Day.
Wrong day.
Which, if you didn't watch, we did do a podcast episode about that.
Yes.
With me, Sam, and one of the directors, Amira.
Yes.
Great episode because I'm in it. So go watch it. I'm silly tonight.
That was a fun shoot.
It was a fun.
It was
shoot.
a very fun shoot.
Going to Kaylee's house. She has a very lovely home, and
Amira.
Amira.
Amira, yes. She prefers Amira.
Amira. Okay, I'll say Amira. I'm very grateful for Amira for allowing us to film in her home. I forgot how that came to be, how we ended up asking her for her home, but
that was
Sarah. Sarah
yes.
got us connection with Amira, and then when we got to her home, I was like, oh my gosh, she has such a beautiful home.
Yeah, because she reached out. Her movie, Phone Call from Paradise by Isaac, which also on YouTube, guys, go check it out.
Isaac and Zunza.
Yes,
Shout out to
Isaac
you
and
guys.
Zunza. He wrote and directed Phone Call from Paradise, and it stars Amira, which I think she's credited as Kaylee's. I don't know.
I don't know how to say her last name.
I'm sorry if I butchered that last name. Brandon Navarro and Juan Villegas. I think and Anwar's in there too.
Yeah,
but
I'm
Juan's
like,
at
I
the
know
end.
Anwar's
But
in it.
Yes, but Juan's with her.
Okay.
So yes, that movie's on there. But Amira starred on that one, and so our YouTube page was promoting the movie, and we always tag Freya. Stop it. We always tag everyone who's involved in it. If we don't have your tag, then we name you in there.
Yeah.
So you always get credit. So yeah, we tagged her in it, so she got the story on it, and she's like, "Well, whenever you guys have any projects, please tell me. I really want to get involved more." And Sarah brought that to our attention, saying she wants to get involved. I said, "Okay, let's see." She's like, she's got an amazing house, kind of thing.
I filmed there for a school project in April of last year, and between that and her being like, hey, I want to work with you guys again, I'm like, this could work. So I contacted her. I'm like, hey, do you want to do this with us? And she's like, yes. Instantly. 30 seconds later, response. She's like, yes, let me do this. And I'm like, okay, awesome. So as we slowly built our team, built our cast, built our crew, for more story on that, you can go to our previous one.
Yes.
The kickoff started.
Yeah.
That whole mess of a kickoff, Sam.
Yes.
We blame you. I'm kidding.
I was like,
we blame.
Is it because we keep picking fish out of water?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm blaming it for.
Yes. It's getting very annoying to the point where I don't want to draw the genres anymore. It's funny because I've been wanting to do, I think I mentioned this to you guys, I've been wanting to do our own 48 just to do that. And when I get those genres and shuffle them and we do decide to do our own 48, I'm taking Fish Out of Water out of there.
You're going to find Fish Out of Water and just be like, nope.
But I'm the asshole for always saying, something about the weather and
because okay, let me get to that because
there can be more than one asshole.
We are focused on a 48 kind of topic. So let me tell you what this guy did at the LA one because this was during Devil's Pie, and he mentioned what if we get a musical, and we were supposed to draw for Havo too, correct?
And I drew for Havo.
You drew for Havo, and he's like, what if we get a musical? Like, and then he's like, and then Havo got the musical. He's like, well, oh my God, what if we get a musical too? And then again, I'm like, you just need to stop opening your mouth. And again, though, it wasn't a bad thing because we've been wanting to get a musical, and this time it actually came true. And I was just like, looked at it, and people were like, oh my God, because it musical. Was it Fish Out of Water and musical?
Yeah, it was Fish Out of Water and musical.
Of course it was, yeah. And so it's Fish Out of Water and musical. And all I saw was musical. I'm just like, I'm okay with this. I'm okay.
And yet they didn't invite the theater kid who knows how to sing and dance.
I don't think I even knew where you were at that point.
You did. I had just worked with you guys with Tapped Out. It was like maybe 2 weeks after Tapped Out.
Was it 2 weeks after? Was it?
Maybe not 2 weeks.
I'm kidding, no.
Maybe not 2 weeks, but it was like close enough. And I'm like, how dare they?
I think that was like slowly as you were getting more closer to us.
Yeah.
It wasn't until when was it officially you started like working on with this?
I think I officially started working with you guys after Blood Street. Because it was like right after that was when we did the 248s that you had me co-direct. Yes. So.
But yes, well, Vince jinxing us with musical, but it worked out.
Jinx has happened.
Yes.
Devil's Pie was amazing.
Oh yeah,
that's what I said.
Yeah,
Devil's Pie, another podcast episode.
But again, this is the one time his mouth got us what we needed because we've been wanting to do a musical.
No, hold on. To be fair, every time I open up my mouth, it's a great experience.
Wish us $1 million, man.
I mean,
have I not said anything?
We're not denying this is not a great experience. We're just
no. I'm saying, but like even like the weather stuff with Jewel of the Dead. Had I not opened my mouth,
wasn't in that part.
Had I not opened my mouth,
I was at home.
We would have been driven through tornadoes, through hail, top down in the Jeep. Me and Alika or me and Eddie driving back, in the rain, getting all wet. It was great.
He's talking about this.
Getting all wet.
This is what he's getting all wet. Yeah. He's saying these are great experiences that you experienced all this. It's like you mentioned everything you went through in that day. You literally talked about everything you did.
Look at him over there smiling.
He knows you're right. Loving all this shit.
Vince loves what he does.
Yes,
and it's very prominent.
It's borderline addiction.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. Paul does it too.
Yes, it's a good adrenaline experience. With especially rolling back to 48.
Yes.
With this one specifically, we had 1 day to shoot this thing, and then we got martial arts. And we're like, okay, none of us actually know how to do martial arts, so. It was just
which is why it made sense to make it a comedy.
Yes,
to make this just an absolute crazy mess of martial arts.
Yes. So we had our two genres were Fish Out of Water and martial arts, which we combined. Me and Sam were 2 of the 4 actors in it. The other 2 were Monica and Brian. Shout out to both of them, Mon and B Dog.
B Dog.
All sorts of love.
Yes. A lot of people on new positions.
Yes.
Again, like we mentioned before in the other podcast. Go to watch that again.
Yeah.
Vince was DP on that one. Andres.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Do the slow clap. The slow clap, work it out. How dare you?
But
Andres, first time on audio. I think not first time on audio. He said he has done it before.
Yeah. It was like his second time on audio.
This was more in depth because I know I've showed you the F3, but that it's not really controlled with the F3.
Yeah.
You kind of just put it in levels. You're controlling volume and not actual gain of like controlling that. With the F6, it's complete control of gain. So a lot of it he took into heart when I said, I'm going to show you how to control this gain, but this is going to be what you feel is going to, whatever you hear, take kind of experience what it is. If you're not sure, just don't be afraid to tell me, stop whatever it is, because audio is important. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of time. It's especially watching some of those screenings, you can tell they don't care the audio is important. It hurts the ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was such a fun shoot. It was fun, silly. We were able to like let loose a little bit and let the comedic side take over. Turned out to be a wonderful film. It gets great reactions every time we show it to people.
I remember when we were editing, you called us. You're like, "We're not going to make it, are we?" And I was like, "What do you mean? It's 7:30." She's like, "No, it's like literally we have 5 minutes left." And I was like, "No." She's like, "No, how is that even possible?" Hi, baby kitty.
Because
working at
apparently the ending time was 7:30, and I thought it was 7, and it was 6:55, and I hadn't heard that we turned it in. I'm like, oh my god, we're not gonna make it. So I texted Viv, who was there, our AD, and who was there during the editing process, and I'm like, okay, be honest with me, are we making it? She's like, yeah, we're gonna make it. Have some faith in us. And I'm like, okay.
Her Daniel, he's like, how dare her? Tell her how would she dare ever doubt us?
And then I FaceTimed her, and she was like, it's fine. And then you guys are just sitting there in the corner, just like, because you're like constantly trying. We had to cut a bunch of stuff out of the film, and then had to put it within the 7-minute time frame.
Yep.
Hi, kitty.
Oh my God, Freya!
Oh my goodness!
You're so strong.
Oh my goodness! That's Freya.
Yes, that's my baby girl.
But we did make it in on time. We were able to make it in on time, and it was wonderful. It was a wonderful time, just overall.
To be fair, it's no more for her to doubt us, because we have been late many times. It's okay.
They've been late, and I've been late, so I gotta make sure we're on time. So
I was always curious when we were shooting that. What is it that Brian says when he's on the balcony and he's doing that deep voice?
What?
Where he's doing
He's saying something?
He was saying
like,
something?
He has that little voice that he does.
I've never heard this voice. Have I heard this voice?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know?
No.
He did it every single time we did the take. He was on the balcony. It was you and Monica by the stairs, and he would do that voice, that singing voice.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
He had chopsticks. The prop was
the
chopsticks. And he was supposed to be like conducting us.
Yeah.
Like we were his little puppets or something.
Yeah.
Men. And he was doing, because he had two, maybe this is what you're talking about. This is what I thought of in my brain. In Harry Potter, the Voldemort, Avada Kedavra, with the killing spell. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but he did this singing voice like,
Oh, I don't know.
I'll show you the video.
I don't know then.
Tune.
Oh,
maybe.
you're making something up.
No, I swear. I'll show you it after.
I will text him after this and be like, did this happen? And
no,
then,
I have the video.
Okay.
I'll show you it after.
Okay. Anyway, we talked about all this already. But the 48-hour showcase was also in October. And it was at the Harkins in Redlands, and again, it was
a different theater this time. Usually they used to have it at the Edwards Regal.
Yes, in Ontario.
Yes.
And it was just, again, a wonderful time for us to like meet up with each other, meet other filmmakers who were part of the competition, and then see all these other films. There were some great ones. There were some 48 films that were made in 48 hours. But it was overall a very fun time. Unfortunately, ours did not make it to the best of, so it kind of just stopped there for us. But moving on from that, unless there's anything else we want to add.
Let's not say it stopped there. There's always other film festivals.
Well, yeah, but as of right now.
Oh, as of right now. Yeah.
As of right now. It kind of just stopped there for us.
Yeah, for that movie,
film specifically.
There, yeah, and I'm sure there's many more that we can submit it to and figure out what we want to do.
IFF next year.
IFF 26.
Exactly. And what else? What do we have left?
All right, November. We are on our last month.
Oh yeah.
So November was busy.
Yeah.
So we started we're back to 2 grapes,
Back to
guys.
2 grapes.
So now we're
Part
full
2.
circle. Yes. Pickups. We went. I wasn't there the first time. Got to be the second time you brought me on for BTS.
Yeah, I texted Mike. I was like, hey man, because you already asked Daniel for another job for a position, so Daniel was able to go. And I was like, hey Mike, can I bring my media team with me? It's basically Sam and Sarah. Sarah couldn't make it. She had a film festival that you won, which congratulations.
Thank you. I went to the Mentone Film Festival. It was the same day as the Mentone Film Festival, which I showed both Obsession and Elf Off the Shelf, and they both won awards. Obsession won Best Crime Film, and Elf Off the Shelf won Best Family Friendly Film. Another Phase 3 film, Ram's Head, also won Best
Drama?
Best Romantic.
Oh, romantic.
Best Romance.
Oh
film.
yeah. I was like,
And then Extra Hearts was also shown in the festival. So so that was my November. Back to 2 grapes.
Yeah, 2 grades. I hit up Mike. I said, hey, Sarah couldn't make it, so Sam was able to get a position to help me with BTS on that day. And then it was a very early call time, 6:30. So, but considering where we were at, we had to wake up at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
We took a ride in my car. Daniel drove us.
And we had worked that night before too.
Oh, that's right. So we only had probably a few hours
We got
of
off
sleep.
close to 10 o'clock from the arena, and then we're like, okay, gotta be up at like 4 to go over and meet up so we can carpool, head over there.
Yeah. We took my car. It was a very fun day. Doing another Western film. Doing the voice like, how did that stranger? Well, I can't even do it anymore.
I mean, you have to do the voice.
I have to do the voice.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was my first time there, and it was a lot of fun seeing that location. Some of the spots look a little creepy, which I guess that is the film supposed to be. It's funny because when I went up there, it's like the location what it's supposed to be like it's a hotel, or something like that. But it's like you go in and the door's like it's open for you to go in, and Mari wanted to go see what it was in there, and I followed her in there, but the door was kind of like cracked, and I opened it, and she walks all the way in, and I let the door go just a little bit. I'm like, I don't trust you not to close. I'm going to stay right here, Mari, while you go look around this motel. I don't trust this not to close and not to. There's no escape route. Okay, no, we're gonna keep this door open until you're done.
Yeah, there was a lot of new people there this time because some crew members who weren't there last time.
Yeah.
There was a fun moment when we went to shoot a little further down a couple distance from the town itself. The ranch, I mean. And as we're going to this distance, we get our trucks there, Juliet, to go do her scene. Paul and Eddie were like, oh my God. I'm like, what? What happened? A bird just grabbed a snake. I'm like, that's what got your attention? and then as the bird's flying, it drops the snake. And then our friend Casey, she's like, ooh, I love snakes. Where is it? And she runs off to the distance to go find that snake. And I just Sam's like, stay where I can see you.
Yeah, I told her, like, Casey, stay where I can see you. She's okay.
Okay, Mom.
Okay.
Shout out to Casey M.
Yeah, and it's funny because she went looking for that snake, and she's like, okay, I don't think it was a snake. It was, I don't know what it was, but they're like, she said she went out and it looked like something that was a snake.
Well, Jimmy and I rode up there and we saw the same thing.
Oh, really?
And then I yelled at everyone away from where that snake landed.
To stay away from it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think because Paul and Eddie were looking for it, and it was like, get your butts over here.
From my understanding, Paul said, hey, a snake fell over there. And then Casey was like, I'm going to go see. And Paul basically said, well, I'm not going to stop you. So she went to go do her thing. And then I had to yell at everyone like, no, get the F away.
Yeah.
You know, as an AD, it is my responsibility to make sure everyone is safe.
As AD should.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a fun moment. It was a little hotter than the last time we were there in April. It got to the point where I just needed to go back to HQ and, just sit down for a bit because I don't usually do so well in the heat, and I was like, Sam, get the BTS. I can't do it no more.
Oh yeah, I don't know why you decided to wear all black in the desert when the sun's on you.
Yeah,
That's
that
true.
that was your fault.
You took our Toyota Arena jacket.
Oh, well, to be
that
fair,
is
we all did.
Black. No, we didn't all do at all. We didn't.
Well, Daniel did.
We didn't all bring them,
and we were proud.
He's wearing it as a cover. I mean, you're gonna see it in BTS. He has the jacket over his body and as if it's gonna block sun from him and keep him cool. I said, "You're frying yourself."
Oh, that was the famous picture of that I looked like a Tuscan Raider.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because you were frying yourself in the sun with all that black.
There was a lot of
I can't do
discourse.
it anymore, Sam. You gotta take over.
There was a lot of discourse on.
That's not how I sounded like.
You kind of did. Yeah.
There was a lot of discourse on a group chat afterwards because someone took a picture of Oscar with the Tuscan Raider look, and then people just kept making edits of the picture.
Alika.
Yeah, Alika mainly. And then it just kept getting progressively funnier and funnier and funnier. There were like 6 different variation edits of this picture of Oscar. And it was really funny for the rest of us who didn't get to go on that set and just be like, okay, I guess this is what you guys do, going crazy in the desert.
Yes, this is, we make things creative. We got to do that because I'm going to lose our minds.
Yeah, and then when we wrapped up final production, like I remember like we were packing up. Paul had to go he and Marie had an emergency, so she had to go. And it was okay. We cleaned up, and I remember like I was having an anxiety attack because I was like, we're in the middle of in the desert. And it's so dark you can't see anything.
That's why we are professionals.
We have to go slow, but not stop, or else the car's gonna sink in. I'm like, oh, my poor car, it's gonna like I was getting, and we ended up. It was fine.
Such a scaredy cat, dude.
He is such a scaredy cat. He is. On the way, it's funny because kind of away from Oscar being a scaredy cat, but on the way home, he played Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
I had not seen that movie yet at the time. And Miguel's like, hey, don't change that song. And you do have a habit of just running through your songs and not listening to them. You just skip. And I don't know what you're listening to. But it's the first time I heard that song. And then a few days later, I watched it. And now I'm obsessed. And tonight we'll probably end the night with the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yay!
Yes. You will watch it. Oh, you will. Anyway. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Our latest big production of 2025 was The Shape. The Shape was a Halloween-esque inspired fan film made by Andres, whom we mentioned earlier as our audio guy from...
Shout out to Andres.
Yes. From Wrong Day. And I'm trying to remember who we all were in it. I was one of 2 ADs.
Yes. I co-produced because I know Daniel handled a lot of the groundwork for it, and he was playing the Michael Myers in it.
Which, as he should.
Yes, he should, yes. And so he asked me to, it was just one day production, so he asked me to fill in. He's like, once we get on set, this is, you're the one putting the fires out, you're running this show after that. And so I was like, okay, I don't mind that, because I've told many people many times I'm overproducing. I wanted to focus on other things, and I just keep producing.
Once a producer, always a producer, okay?
Say that.
Facts.
Anyway.
But that one was genuinely fun, but also kind of stressful because as AD, I'm like, can we hurry up? Can we hurry up? Can we hurry up? Can we hurry up?
Yeah.
And it was his first time writing and his first time directing something, so it was he was very nervous, and but
he did great though.
He did great.
He did great. Everything we did wind up doing was great. And the night ended with a lot of action stuff.
Yeah.
With, the final Michael Myers killing. And that was fun because it was just like, classic, very classic murder scene, just a little horror movie.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the actress, but she was
Kimberly?
Yes. She was wonderful. She worked with us very well, and her and Daniel collaborated to make sure everything was safe and sound, which worked very well, especially since there was a bottle stunt. We had a bottle made of sugar glass, and that she takes and hits over his head. We had 2, which means we had 2 takes to do it. Meanwhile, it's 1:30 in the morning when we're doing this.
Oh,
We did that stunt. Our call time was 2 p.m. and we wrapped it to 10 a.m. So it was a full 12-hour day, 2 to 2.
Yeah.
We were exhausted. And of course, we all had plans or work the next day. So the Sunday after for all of us stunk.
And I was a little sick that day. I don't know what was wrong with me because I literally lost my voice first and then the coughing came. So like you would think it'd go the opposite way. But I had a mask on while I was there because health first.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get anybody else sick. But yeah, and my body started feeling super tired. I started, I think my chest was hurting a little bit because I was coughing so much. My throat was hurting because I was coughing so much. And yeah, towards the end of the night, Miguel's like, "You good?" I'm like, "I think you need to take over." And my voice was gone. So I'm like, so I just had to give him the equipment. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to produce from over here by the couch.
Which is just what you got to do sometimes.
Yes.
Can I just say, like, how terrified I was of Daniel when he wore the outfit?
God.
Because I tell Daniel,
He
I was
added
like,
a breathing to it.
Oh my
because
God.
he was so into character. I would be like, "Hey, sir, how you doing?" He wouldn't say a word when he wore
He's
that
a
mask.
method, all right?
And I was like, and then I asked him the famous question, "Is this everything you ever wanted?" And he's like, I'm like, Jesus. Like, this guy, he was terrifying. I was like, I swear if Daniel just, like, went like that,
Oh my God.
I would have jumped like, oh, God.
No, Daniel was genuinely, and this is all, no offense to Daniel who's sitting behind the cameras. He did fantastic. You were scary as hell, dude. You.
I promise you, I don't think he took any offense to that.
No, I'm sure he was very happy to hear me say that. Because like you would see him walk to like the side and like you just see like a figure, like a very tall figure. You'd be like,
And we're pretty
"What
sure
was that?"
I'm pretty sure he scared Olivia from the window.
Oh, yes.
He like
Olivia.
gave her this look and she ran.
Yeah, he looked at all of us like that. And we're like, get away from us, dude. Like,
The photo
you're
shoots were
scary.
good. The photo shoots I took of Daniel were like very nice photos. The best photos I've taken so far. Like I try to take good photos, but like the close-ups and like the angles I got Daniel as Michael Myers was like, oh, it was really cool.
it was
a
fun.
very Halloween ends, very Halloween kills. But when I spoke to the director, I was like, "Hey, do you want one of these?" Ask for the poster, and he's like, "No, I kind of want more of a '80s style." So he sent me the reference of I think it was Halloween 5. Was it Halloween 5, Daniel, that I was talking about, or Halloween 6? 5? Okay, it was 5. Halloween 5, and I ended up making the poster very 80s style. A little similar how I did Two Graves, the poster for Two Graves, but it was vintage. This is 80s style. And I was like, "Hey, what you think?" He's like, "I love it." I'm like, "Thank God." I feel like I love it. I just want to make sure that everybody that I make posters for, they always love it, love the results, and then it's what they want it for their vision.
They're the director. So.
They're the director, yes.
I don't know any of this because your DP kicked me out.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
Wait,
had
what?
you had to film the next day and had a very early call time. Both you and Havo.
I'm hearing some saltiness happen.
So Paul Paul kicked them out at an early time, like 8 p.m. because again they had to be in LA the next day within a very early call time to do
Was that Dead Right? Dead Right?
Dead Right, which is a film that we helped on in LA that none of us were a part of, but Vince and Havo were. And after that, we do have one more thing to talk about because I forgot to write it on here, and it happened as of filming this a few days ago. So, can you talk about Dead Right?
Shout out to Chris.
God.
Yes. Where do I start? Yeah. So Holden C.L. Sawyer is the actress that played Dr. Huerta in Havo's Dreamer that we did at the beginning of the year. She had approached me a couple months ago and asked if I would help produce her short that she was doing for class. And naturally I said yes. So just started the whole month of production mid-October to start filming at the beginning of November. I think we had 4 or 5 shoot days. And Havo was my first AD. And we were just constantly going down there while you guys are doing this. And I think the day after the 48, I was down there or something like that. But yeah, no, it was a great film. She's currently in post-production, got a rough cut. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, like it was really busy. Yeah.
Which is always a plus because you don't always have people editing right after they're done
Yes.
filming. So that's whenever your director is like, all right, it's got a rough cut and it's like only been like a week or less than a month, you're like, oh yes, thank God.
Yeah.
It means they're on it.
So this was my first production where I was basically like Holden wrote it, directed it, and also starred in it.
Oh, props to
which is
her.
just
Yeah.
something that we really don't mess with. Just because personally, I want more people involved. So
Yeah.
to take the load off of
I get it,
someone,
yeah.
have someone else, step in. But she did fantastic. I really loved her directing specifically. She's a great actress, but I did enjoy watching a different aspect of directing. And obviously, like we all know each other and all that stuff over here, but just to be part of a different production and take that along with whatever future productions I'm involved with or we're involved with is one of my things to do. But yeah, it was like I said, it was crazy. We went through a lot of travel on set as well. We drove all over the place. But if you need directions in LA, you can let me know. Ask me because I'm pretty familiar with the place now. So
Noted.
I used to be that way when I did background. I knew LA like crazy.
Now you know.
That was many years ago, but now it's gone. But I'm trying to get back at it. Whatever. Anyway.
And the thing I forgot to write on here was, and the only thing other than this that we've done in the month of December, because we spend December kind of taking a hiatus, preparing for the next year, spending it with the holidays,
Family,
families,
guys. Family. Not family, but family.
family too.
A little bit.
But going back to Future First, Arts Connection, they held their final Real Underground showcase of the year.
Right.
And this was filmed on a Tuesday. This literally happened 2 days ago. So we went down to the Garcia Center of the Arts in San Bernardino, and they showcased about 15 films from just like a bunch of different local filmmakers, and
It was like 18.
16.
it was 16.
Well, they said 16, but they had like 6 in the music category.
Oh, was there?
So yeah, because I seen 6 people up there.
Well, that's
For
because
them?
multiple people worked on one project. It was like 2 people worked on like.
No, not just people, but I seen like there was like 6 videos on there because I was like I thought they were done with after 4, and then they still have 2 more, and I thought there was only 2 movies playing at the end,
Okay, that's right.
and there was 2 extra ones. I was like, I don't think there was 16. I think there was 18.
Okay, that makes sense. Anywhere between 16 and 18 films. Phase 3 only showed 1, and it was You and Me. But I also showed Elf Off the Shelf. Our good friend Pride showed his film Tandem Descent, maybe? I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
And then Viviana showed her short commercial that she made for a class called Ghoul Be Gone. They all got very good response and very good reactions from the audience, so that was very nice. And we got to go up and basically do a little Q&A and speak to everybody, which is always a little nerve-wracking because you don't know what's about to be asked.
Right.
But it was still very fun because you get to like meet a bunch of people, and I met a ton of people, dude. Like, I did a lot. My social battery dead by the time I got home.
That's me. I'm just drained. That's the majority of the time that if I don't show up, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
So that was very fun. And again, big shout out, big thank you to Future First, IFF, Arts Connection, Garcia Center of the Arts, all of it.
Yeah.
Because a good majority of this year would not have been possible without them. And kind of closing up this thing, unless there's any final notes you want to add before I do like final thank yous to like everybody.
Well, what do we want to say where we want to see ourselves before before we say our thank yous? Because before we close off and say thank yous, where do we want to see ourselves? Like, I mean, as not just as individuals, but as a team. Like, where do we want to go? Because I know we want to, at some point, I think I mentioned it before, we want to make this an official, like, we want to get paid for this. At some point, we'll make a career out of this. We want to be, we want to be a crew for hire. We want other opportunities. We want people to see our work. Not just, submitting to festivals or, like, just any screenings, but really make a name for ourselves and, build us from the ground up, because we are working from the ground up.
That'd be awesome.
We are working. We are a little shop in a garage building up.
Literally, a bloody garage.
Yes, bloody garage, and we are working ourselves to do what we want to do, and we are lifting each other up, trying to get there in the hardest working way, the most modest working way. We're working with complete. Accountability and just respect for others, respect for ourselves, and we're working hard to do it. Blood, sweat, and tears. This is all our own passion.
Yeah.
Where do y'all want to see yourselves, man?
I want to do a film in 2026. I want to direct my own little Phase 3 film. I have one script working on it, but I do have another idea that I think I maybe want to do instead. Because the actual script I have almost ready. I need to do some revisions and a read through, because it's been a few months since I read it. It was a rom-com, but then some stuff happened and I no longer felt romantic, so I kind of gave up on it.
Stop.
I do plan on going back and looking at it again. But the other idea I had was based off of a short story that I wrote for my creative writing class, and I'm like, this story has Phase 3 written all over it. So maybe we do that one instead. Maybe we do the rom-com. Maybe we do both. I don't know. Let's see what the year takes. But
you know what your first step is, right?
Finishing a script.
Putting it on the calendar.
I think
that's what it's all about. It's like putting things on the calendar.
I guess so.
But also finish the script.
Yeah, finishing the script is important.
Yes.
But yeah.
I think what he means is when you put on the calendar, you're forced to hurry up with that script. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
That's what he's talking about.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just I know we said that we wanted to do more competitions.
Yes.
More 48 hours, just kind of different
They're
ways
just
to
really-
expand ourselves and put our names out there.
It's a really great way to network and connect with others and meet new people.
Yeah.
Ask.
It's funny when Alika says it. Ask. He says it so loud. He says it
He yells
quietly
you.
but loud. I don't know how that makes.
Aska.
He says it in the most quiet but loudest way, if that makes sense.
Because you gotta like
It builds up like ask, then like
you gotta hit it with the lisp, like the quiet. It's like ask, and then you gotta hit it like extra hard with the ka. It's like aska. And how you spell
That's a
that?
pretty good impression right
Thank
there.
you. OTHCAH is how I spell it when I'm like texting it. I'm like, Aska, can you help me with like a little lisp?
there are where I would like to go for next year is a few things. Definitely do a sequel to Separate Ways Part 2. Part 1. No, Part 2 hasn't been made. Part 1, I want to work with Chelsea again and maybe work with new cast. New cast members too that will be part of the story. Definitely, you and I talked about it, Sam, or I talked to you about it. Coming up with the new podcast series that I've been wanting to do for a while. A little spin-off from my personal podcast of doing movie reviews. Like I definitely want to do a Five Nights at Freddy's review with Marie, and I should be down for it. And then definitely do more podcasts. We're off the record. New episodes, especially. We want to do one with Carrie for Frequency Overtime. We'll connect with her on that. And most importantly, it's like I really want to connect with more people next year.
Right.
Meet new people, so we can start having
I know I heard
start having more connections. I think that what I always love, and I may be an introvert, but I really love meeting people. I really love making new friends. I love making new connections for us. There's a lot of new people that we've been building over the years, and and when we're making this holiday reel, it was like, oh my gosh, there's too many people on this holiday reel, but we gotta do
Holiday
it.
reel coming soon.
I'm currently working on it.
As of moment of making this.
Yes, at the moment, yes. I am currently editing it, and many of you have submitted, and thank you, but my God, I'm trying to get through them all, make them fit, because you can only make it so long for this reel on Instagram without you going over the limit. I don't want anyone to lose interest. I want them all to see you. I want to make it very creative so that everyone can see you, and I want them all to see you and give you your platform that you worked with us, and I want everyone to know that we have worked with you and that you're not forgotten. We only worked out with each other a few times, some of you, and I want you guys to know that we do thank you to all of our followers on our Face3 account. We thank you for following us, for building our account more and more each time, for connecting with us, for liking all of our stuff in general. Please keep watching it. Yep. We're going to keep creating. We won't stop. They may come a little later than they usually do because we're not crazy and building it more and more each time like we did the first year. But they are all coming together. We will not stop this team from going. We're going to keep creating. If it's not us creating, we're going to be helping others create. New people are probably going to be adding at some point. More and more, the Face3 chat's going to grow and grow each time, just like the Instagram's going to grow and grow. And that's because of you guys, and we thank you for that. Thank you for your support and having us our back on this. And we have a lot of opportunities coming up in the next year. We're really excited about. We've been consulting with a lot of new people. We're very excited about that. We're just excited about expanding and keep building this team and making it what we always wanted to make it.
The future is looking bright.
It is.
2026 is our year.
It is our year. You're going to see more and more of us.
Our year.
Yes. We're going to annoy you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry.
And,
all up in your face.
Before we end this, let's not forget, don't forget.
But real quick, plug in socials before.
That's what I was about to do.
Okay, just making sure.
So, the mysterious voice just interrupted me. Don't forget to follow us on Face3 Films. You will see it on either whichever camera angle the lower thirds is going to be at. And then, don't forget to follow us.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube.
Yes. Especially TikTok. I just created it a few months ago.
We have, yes.
Because I had to convince everyone else to do a TikTok, so I'm running it.
Yes.
I'm trying to get it going, do trends, but I just with how often I see everybody, I'm like, okay, I need to figure out time and place to do like fun little trends. Like the first time we were hanging out casually because we do that sometimes. We hang out casually. We
like each other, right? Sorry.
We're friends. I did I'm going to pass the phone trend where it's like, I'm going to pass the phone to this person. I'm going to pass the phone to this person. It was fun. It was great. I did another trend where it's seen a lot in like live theater and stuff where it's like, this is our call time versus when everybody actually showed up. Everybody actually showed up. I did it for when we filmed The Shape. Everyone actually kind of showed up on time, so it was a little bit of a bummer.
We tried.
And props to them as their AD for that project. Props to them for showing up on time. But as the social media creator, I'm like, dang, no one showed up late. And then Miguel showed up at like 5, and then I didn't record it because I was ADing at that point.
So he likes to avoid all that stuff anyway, too. Yeah. He doesn't like trends. He's like, I'm not doing that.
Boring.
Just watch.
Boring. Anyway, but yes, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. On TikTok. Whatever else we have.
Yes. Don't forget to go on YouTube and go scroll all the way to the bottom. Go right from the beginning and just keep watching all the way through.
Ooh, good idea.
Keep watching all the way. Don't just watch what's new. Go all the way to the bottom, all the way where you see inked. Keep going, and you see inked. Click that, and then you go in and go see thank you, and then it's gonna go off from there. Just keep going. Yeah.